What is going on, guys? It's your boy Dynamics Ryan here, and today we're going to be having a little bit of a look at the Call of Duty Season 6 Battle Pass. So, if you've kept up with the advertising of the Call of Duty, you understand that we are coming up in Halloween season, and over the past 3 years or so, Call of Duty has always aimed to bring out some of the spooky side as we do approach Halloween, and this Battle Pass embodies that more than anything, to be honest. So, if we have a look at the Battle Pass here, if you are purchasing it, you get the instant rewards. Go into here. Firstly, obviously, as always, you get the Battle Pass boost just for purchasing it, which is valid. Now, some of the best things we've got, though, if you're an OG Call of Duty player, you'll remember playing Michael Myers with your friends. You can actually play Michael Myers as Michael Myers this season, as they brought out the brand new Michael Myers skin, which is pretty much one-to-one with any of the movies that may have been seen. I'm not personally seeing much of a difference between the black cell and the regular. Might just be me. Is there something that I'm missing? But hey, the skin either way is absolutely crazy. You've also got, of course, a forest skin for the Mountaineer, which was featured in the trailer. All of the Battle Pass skins were. This one's pretty dope, you know. A little bit of a cloak. Kind of gives me that Daryl Dixon vibe that we're going to see later on when he is released, unless he's in the Battle Pass. Who knows? So that's kind of cool. And of course, his finishing move, which we also saw in the trailer, absolutely petrifying. Now, if anybody's running up on me and trying to do this finishing move, you already know that I'm going to break their ankles and kill them. But hey, you never know. I might be the one doing the finishing move here. Anyway, let's get back into it. So if we're looking into the first sector here, you got obviously your standard, you know, your double XP tokens and whatnot, but you've actually got the butcher knife, which is obviously a pattern of Michael Myers. And we've got the first, I believe this will be a weapon blueprint, which kind of looks a bit gnarly. Kind of gives me a bit of a zombie-esque vibe, you know, with the Ethereum crystal, which is pretty cool. It's kind of nice. It's for the Lockwood Mark II. Obviously, I think you've got flashlight there, right? You can really barely tell. It's kind of got this rustic kind of looking side of it with the Ethereum crystal bleeding through, which is pretty dope. And then you've got the macro skin for the shaded soldier, which again is kind of, you know, dark and whatnot. If we have a look, I'm not too sure which I prefer. That one kind of gives me Jason vibes, actually, you know, the black cell version. But the first one, I think we're going to be seeing that quite a bit on multiplayer for those dark maps. I'm definitely going to be hating that skin when we're getting people creeping up on us. But let's have a look at the next sector. So we're going to sector 2. We're getting the stickers here. Obviously, you always get your calling cards, your stickers and whatnot, and your emblems. Scream time. I'm not somebody who really customize the weapons. Might change, you never know. But that's kind of dope, you know. It's following the Scream. And then you've got the Grim Grin, which is, of course, the emblem there. Kind of nice. Again, kind of scary. Following the Smile skins that I'm sure that we've got coming up. Again, the double weapon XP. And you've got Trigger Happy as well, which again follows a smile. Kind of really dope, again. I like that. And then you've got the second blueprint of this Battle Pass, which is the Demon Razor. It's a longbow. Again, following on that Ethereum-ish vibe. No stock sniper rifle. Not too sure about that. I do really like the Black Cell version of it, though. That's really cool. It reminds me of the horror movie. I'm not a massive horror movie fan. I think it might be Seven Rings, something along those lines. I'll remember it probably just as soon as I click stop recording, knowing me. But yeah, I really like this gun. Kind of, you know, staticky vibes and whatnot. Really dope. Let's go on to the next one. We've got the turn and run. Can't really see much in this, but you know, it's going back to that old adage of horror movies back in the day, the long corridors of a hotel room that you do not want to get stuck in. Yeah, it's kind of creepy. And another weapon sticker for Midnight's End. Again, kind of the Jason Voorhees vibe, but I think that might just be a regular soldier, who knows. And then we've got another blueprint. They're really generous here. I think there may be a blueprint for every single sector, which is kind of dope, with the torque. Now this is a bit plain, but it's, you know, it's a bit of customization. With the torque anyway, you don't really get much customization as far as attachments or anything go. It is literally just the ammunition type for the arrow, and usually they're pretty I'm not one to run around with a bow unless I'm playing zombies for a specific challenge, so it doesn't really matter. And then we've got the SVA 545 Death's Hand, kind of mirroring the oh, actually, I'll tell you what, when you look around, you got those skulls. Maybe it might be the similar vibe to the torque, but the torque is just so skinny that you can't really see. Let's try and see. I think so, yeah. Oh yeah, you can see a little bit more. So I'll tell you what, I'll change my mind on that. I do like that. What's the black cell version of this look like? Is it the, yeah, again, kind of the staticky vibe. I'm trying to figure out what that is on the side of the weapon. Looks like a face of some kind. I'm not too sure. I think it's just the Black Cell logo though, probably. Kind of creepy. Again, I like it. I like it a lot. Onto Sector 4. Let's have a look. Oh, I really like that. Another blueprint for the HRM9, Ghost in the Smoke. They've kind of got this ghostly vibe, obviously, approaching Halloween. And hey, that's kind of dope. I've never really tried out the HRM9. Maybe I will with this. We'll find out. And then obviously you've got your ray gun case and whatnot. Another emblem. This one's really nice. Wake Up. Kind of that classic Call of Duty vibe. And then the calling card to go with it. Welcome to the Abyss. Kind of, I think it may be aliens of some sort. Very creepy. You know, type of thing that you'd see if you was abducted and you just woke up. And then we've got Camp is Hell, which again I think was featured quite heavily in the trailer. I really actually like the added detail here. If you have a look, I wish you could zoom in. Oh, you can. Press 3. There we go. It's a Banshee skin. Just a little added detail. The med pouch with the O positive blood. There might be a tourniquet there, yeah. Pretty dope. I like that a lot. And then, of course, Burger Town, which is really cool. Nice skin all around. Cracked glasses. I can see that. And a baseball bat as well. Nice. Okay. And what's the black scale looking like there? Just a kind of ghosted version, which I kind of like that, actually. Quite nice. A little different to the macro skin that we saw before. But I quite like that skin. It's just kind of greyed out, though. Kind of, yeah. Not my favourite, but not the worst, I'm sure. On to the next. Another double XP. You've got the weapon sticker, Skull of the Vampire. Kind of cool. Again, not one who kind of customizes the weapon too much, but still pretty cool. COD points, as always, you usually get that. Behind bars, cool emblem. Would I use it? Not necessarily. It's kind of but yeah. And then we've got, of course, this one was spoke about quite a lot on Twitter. If you follow it around, this skin is pretty cool. It kind of gives me that Mortal Kombat vibe. You know. Yeah, pretty cool. And again, we saw it before. It's like the cheerleader fit, and it's pretty dope. And then you've got the blacked out version, which I understand why they're doing the blacked out. I just kind of think it's a bit of a cop out. It's not worth purchasing the black self for just blacked out version of the skin, in my opinion. But still, adds a bit of variety. On to the next, another weapon sticker, Popping Smoke. Now, obviously, usually there's probably a different variant of this where it's all greyed out. Gives it a bit about the spooky vibes. And then we've got the emblem. That was quite spooky. I like that as well. Yeah, I really enjoy the Halloween vibe around Call of Duty. What I don't enjoy is being jump scared in Warzone, but I'm sure you'll find that out in the coming days when I come out with a few more Warzone videos, especially for the zombie Warzone. That'll be cool. Another decal for the side of the gun. That's quite cool as well. Yeah. As always, I've repeated it about 3 times now. Not somebody who customizes the gun, but it's quite dope. And then another, a new addition actually, is the DTIR 3006. I'm gonna have to try this out, see what it's like. There is no black cell kind of addition for this, but hey, I'm sure this will be seen. It might be really cool because they usually take a while to buff it or nerf it. We'll find out. And let's have a look onto Sector 7. Now, it's interesting to say as well, I forgot to mention, I'll kind of go back to this at the sort of the end. There is as always with a Battle Pass, there is a sector that will unlock, I think it's around 17 days, and that will be midway through October. It'll probably run for a couple of weeks or maybe a week or so, and that'll probably be a Halloween skin, which I'm quite excited for. And then Agony's End large decal, which is giving me a bit of a Sea of Thieves vibe. I quite like that. Emblem headshot, like a ghosty skull with two bullets coming through. Nice. This calling card is really cool, very spooky, like a Coven witch or something with an M4. All I'm saying is, if there's a witch coming at me, usually I'd be scared of being sacrificed or brewed into this witch's pot. If there's a witch coming at me with M4, you're as good as dead either way. And then we've got this blueprint for the sledgehammer, which. Is that a zombie or a werewolf? I think that was a werewolf. Or, oh no, demon. Oh, wow. Yeah, I like that. We all know my my thoughts on people who run around using a sledgehammer, so will I be one of them? Probably not, unless I go to the dark side, We'll see. But that is a really dope skin. And it's a moving skin as well. Not even a black cell. I like that. I like that a lot. On to the next sector. More COD points, of course. And then we've got the Last Grasp, which is kind of cool. It looks like ghostly, all these hands reaching up onto this presumed soldier. And then we've got the cryo freeze mod, which always you get those. Show yourself is pretty cool. I like that. The weapon sticker got the heartbeat sensor with the ghostly hand on it, and then of course what was added last battle pass, I believe, with the spear, has got the similar Ethereum rustic sort of skin on it, which I believe is also moving from the looks of it. Very, very slightly, but it is moving. I like that. On to the next sector. Do you see me? A weapon sticker. Very creepy. Gives me that kind of like a Slender vibe, you know, with the notes, but obviously in a Polaroid file. I like that a lot. And then you've got an emblem, Static Nightmare, which again, I will find out the name of that horror movie. I can't remember. It was something like you got 7 days to turn off your TV or turn off the movie or do something. But then you've got that creepy long-haired girl that comes out, you know, does a weird ghost walk. I like that a lot. Would I use it personally? Probably not, unless it's for a spooky season. You never know. Get a little bit spooky vibes in there. But, standard usage, probably not. And then a large decal. Don't see evil, which is kind of cool. Gives me like a Nosferatu vibe with just the general face, but obviously with the X's crossed out. That's kind of cool. And then another new weapon, which has come, which is LMG, the cast of LSW. Again, I'm not somebody who usually runs any LMG class. They are very weighted. They reduce your speed, and in a game like Call of Duty these days, you need all the speed you can get for the movement. But I might try that out just to see what it's like. Probably again a gun for zombies if I need to do any challenges for this season. And on to the next. Now this is a pretty cool skin. It's a pumpkin, I think, and a bat. I think so. Yeah, but you've got the pumpkin there, and with like a, oh no, it might just be generally a pumpkin, but it's called Party Favor. It's like, you know, trick or treating and whatnot, and you know it's got aftermarket parts as well. And this is for the BAL-27. Don't think that's a gun I've ever used before, but I may have to give it a try. Nice little sight as well. Probably one of my favourite sights to run. And then we've got the next decal, the Breakthrough. Very similar vibes of that last one that I mentioned that gave me the Sea of Thief kind of vibes, but obviously this one with the night vision goggles, I think. Can't really tell. Kind of cool though, I like it. And then we've got a finishing move, which we can't tell, but I'm sure we'll find out. Gung Fu. If it's anything, you know, John Wickish, that's cool. I'm all for that. I'll probably try and run that, you know, in multiplayer or something, see what it's about. But you already know that I will definitely be running that Michael Myers finishing execution move. On to the next, and here we've got Life's Gourd, which kind of follows the Party Favor a bit, but obviously just a constant moving. It's an emblem, it's a moving emblem. I like it a lot. And then we've got a blueprint with a mischievous grin. Again, kind of just a recycled version of the Party Favor, you know, skin for that last blueprint that we saw in Sector 10. I don't mind it. Again, it's a machine gun, not a massive fan. But, you know, if you're somebody who runs LMGs quite frequently, gives a bit of variety, especially around the spooky seasons again. Now, this weapon sticker is really cool. Definitely, I don't know how you'd kind of explain this, but the art style is really cool. Gives me like the cartoon Caroline vibes. I like that. And we saw this operator. Now this is obviously the Black Cell version. It's a Slamfire even. I do like his standard version a lot more. I just prefer a bit of colour, I think, in terms of it.
If you survive in a horror movie, you're either really smart or a virgin.
Oh, well, there you heard it from him first. It's only put us in the black site, but hey, you know, you got the jockish thing, you got killer mustache. We love that. And not too sure what is on his hip here. B90. I think it's just a holster from the looks of it. But hey, I kind of like that. And then obviously you got the trophy there. Is he? Yeah, he's a football player. Obviously you got the football. I like that a lot. That's a cool skin. Might be running that, you never know. Slamfire. That's pretty dope. Okay. And onto the Sector 12. Let's have a look. Oh, now this skin looks pretty cool. But first we've got the weapon sticker. Hello, goodbye. Pretty cool. I don't really care for it. You've got the soul render, which obviously again is like the ghosted one with the skulls. This is kind of cool. I do really like running the soul render as just a melee weapon. Kind of slows you down a bit, but it's kind of dope. And yeah, I like the fact that wherever you move, the skin also moves with it. You got different angles. I'm a big fan of these moving camos, and you know they've treated us massively this season. So thank you very much. And then you've got the come here. This is kind of creepy. Again, kind of like an alien vibe, I think, or a devil. Can't really tell with that. You know, you've opened your door and there's an alien stood there. No, thank you. Another flawless Ethereum, which is kind of cool, nice. And then you've got this really, really creepy, the last straw skin. Kind of like a, let me see. Wow, that is terrifying. You know, if you're being chased by that, trying to execute your scarecrow style, no thank you. That's for Dockerby. Very cool skin. Again, prefer the coloured version to the standard black and white. It's just very to me. It gives that a bit, you know, very frightening when the colours are popping out, especially with the hay and whatnot. I'm a big fan of that. And then you've got obviously carrots as well in the holster where you'd usually see magazines. That's a really cool added touch, holster and whatnot. That's dope. Big fan. On to the next sector. Again, you can see there the blanked out one. It's kind of cool. Now these are, you know, sections that are kind of filler sections, I think. So you got the Aether tools, the double XP, and you got this last shot, large decal. It's kind of cool. You got, you know, a chain down, the last shot that it's taken, kind of cool. And then this is a camo that I've kind of enjoyed. We've seen it quite a few times, as with the others, but this one's for a sniper rifle. It doesn't seem to be moving as much, or it's not as noticeable, which is kind of surprising considering the sniper rifle's much larger bodied than the weapons we've seen before. It's for the XRK Stalker. Would I use it? Maybe, as just to add a bit of variant for it. Probably not, though. I don't think I've usually use the XR Stalker anyway. So, and then we got the 200 COD points. How generous! Again, COD points. We're on to 14 now. 5 Eyes. These are kind of just very repetitive styles at the moment with emblems. We've seen this kind of vibe already. Kind of gets a bit tiresome, a bit repetitive. Same with some of the skins, but you know, I do enjoy it with the whole vibe, as I've said. This one's really cool though. I like this. You know, it gives the kind of visage of he's coming out of the water, kind of like what we saw, I believe, in 2019 Modern Warfare with that one mission campaign. Yeah, I like that. And obviously, you've got the jack-o'-lantern as the head. Very, very cool. And then Wolfsbane, kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, for the decal, you know, werewolves, sure. Another one of these camouflages for the blueprint, this time for the cast-off. So the cast-off has been treated. We've had a couple of blueprints for this weapon throughout this battle pass. And yeah, again, you kind of don't notice the movement as much on these larger bodied weapons, which is kind of strange. But anyway, on to the next one we go. Just ghouly things, a weapon sticker. I like it. 2 little ghosts. That's pretty dope. And then we've got Hell's Portal. Again, we've seen this one before. It's just got a different name. You've got all the different demons and stuff. Very cool. I do like that. I do like that a lot. And that's for the Ram 9. However, my attention is immediately being drawn to that skin, but we'll get to that in a second. We've got the He's Watching. Kind of just a reskin version of the open door one that I said looked like an alien. But nonetheless, is pretty cool, you know, spooky. I like it. Another XP token. And then, of course, the Bubby's Night Out. This is petrifying. Gives me like the Five Nights at Freddy's vibe, if you will. You know, the animatronics. But obviously this time for the burger. He's got burger grenades. He's got the mustard and ketchup in his carrier. He's actually got ammunition, which is great. And I mean, just look at those eyes, man. You would not want to go up against that. No, thank you. And obviously the Black Cell version, which again, not a fan. You can't really see, you can't notice these burger grenades, the finer details. I can understand again. Will I be buying Black Cell purely for that? Nope, no, I will not. On to the next one we go. More kind of Halloween themed one. We've got quite a lot of pumpkins. Again, cool with the bats, you know, Batman and whatnot. And then you've got the cremation station. I like that rhyming. Weapon sticker. We've got the large decal Murder of One. Kind of similar to what we saw before with the crow this time though. And again, another one of these. But there is a Black Cell variant of this one this time. I think there was before that I skipped over. I think I prefer the Black Cell variant after seeing this, because all of it obviously you can see it moving. I don't think it is the Black Cell thing. I'd have to have a look properly. But yeah, I think it's more like a skull in the middle of it. Kind of cool. On to number 17. I see very, very creepy. Not much to add to it. Would I add it to it? Possibly to camouflage like this one. You know, make it pop a bit. This one's for the Kar 98. Big fan of this weapon. I wonder if you can add the skin of this to another weapon. Or I do know obviously you can customize the blueprints anyway. But yeah, I do like that on the Kar 98. I think you definitely stand out if you was to be running it. But if you want to be kind of, you know, wanting to look stylish and whatnot, and it has to fit the aesthetic, definitely go for it. And then obviously XP tokens and COD points. More COD points, a legendary Aether tool, very generous, and more decals, helping hands. This one is terrifying. It's like a bunch of ghosts ripping at someone's face. Oh my word, no thank you. And then a ghost itself, which is behind the veil. Wow, like it being suffocated or something. And of course, another one of these for this time, the WAS 9. Very nice, creeping death. Again, definitely prefer. So again, actually, for SMGs, this skin kind of pops out, and I don't know whether it's because it's smaller and the light kind of hits it more and when it's larger. But yeah, can we also pay attention to the actual backdrop of this as well, with the candles and whatnot? Big fan, big fan. We are getting to the final sectors now, though. We've got onto sector 19 before we go into the next one. And of course, again, your eyes are probably immediately jumping to that operator skin, but before we go, we've got this Jack's Lantern. We've seen this before, but just on the Renetti this time. Renetti, of course, I think this may be the conversion kit version, not too sure. Many versions. Yeah, aftermarket parts and whatnot. The Renetti, I had to test it out. I do know that as of late it has been massively buffed to the point where, yeah, it's a little bit crazy. I may be running it on a couple of classes, that's all I'm saying, especially with this skin. I like how it pops out on the suppressor, or is that a compensator? Hard to tell, could be a compensating suppressor. It is huge either way, and it will murk somebody. And then we've got the Night's Light, which is kind of a bit of an embodiment of a few different ones here. I do like how it's like, you know, someone's like a bit of a child that's frightened of Halloween, surrounded by these jack-o'-lanterns. Very creepy. And then, of course, to kind of accompany that is the Basement Dweller, as if he's been consumed by the spirits. Very scary. And I do like this this weapon sticker. It gives me Joker vibes. Obviously, I'm sure that's what they've gone for. The blue hair, probably red on the other side, green, whatever. And this mask that pops. That would look like really cool skin. You never know, it might come to it. But of course, the focal point of this is this operator skin. It's absolutely petrifying. Probably one of the only ones that I like the Black Cell version of. Obviously, God, this is fine. This is crazy. Let's have a look at the color version, though. I take back what I just said. The color version is petrifying. Holy moly! Look at that. Let's take a look in the larger scale.
Thought so.
Wow, that is absolutely petrifying. Reminds me of the Halloween costumes that you wear with the aliens and whatnot. With the obviously the punching gun. Let's have a look. 360 him. It makes you wonder, you know. Holy mother of God, that is terrifying. No, thank you. Obviously the standard kind of Jabba skin, but with this is, well, next level. And I believe we're on to the final sector, or are we? Potentially not. Which is the Letters Out. Pretty scary. Not much to add to it. The Infinite Scream one gives me that ghost vibe, which we saw in the trailer with the 3 different ghost skins, and then they Drag Me Down, which I wouldn't really necessarily call that scary, apart from obviously the arms and whatnot, but doesn't have the same allure as the others in my opinion. And on to again the battle rifle, and this for the DTI R3006, which we saw before, the new battle rifle that's been added. So that's pretty cool. Let's have a look what it looks like with this. Oh, it's the ghosty one this time. Kind of cool. Yeah, I like the vibe of that. But we've seen this before. I believe Sector 21 for the completion is the final one. Lots of COD points, and then you've got Split Ends, which is the Superi. I like that actually. I would have preferred that for a few more. You know, the bandage wraps, the scratched, and of course the Urzik Ghost, which we've seen. That is terrifying. It's Farah. Even, yeah, I mean, I wish you could kind of move the hair a bit, but that, yeah, I think she's dripping some sort of like ghostly, ghastly stuff off of her. That, if it had a different style with the hood up, oh my word. Let's have a look at the black and white. Black and white, actually, is it Ring? Let me have a consult of the old Google quickly. Ring horror movie. Let's see. Yeah, the Ring. There we go. I told you I'd get it by the end. This gives me the Ring vibes to the end. I'm pretty sure I said the Ring before. I'll happily go on record. You know, it is petrifying. Holy moly. But that is the Battle Pass. I believe, I'm not too sure, but again, if we can get... Oh, it's 14 days, sorry. So, yeah, I believe just after October begins, they will have that top left sector open. and that could potentially be Ghost. Let me have a look at the event though. Oh no, sorry, the Ghost is this Black Cell Operator skin, which let's give some visage to. Now this might be worth the Black Cell alone. Never been one to purchase it. I think we've already seen the throat rip, where he rips the person's throat out, absolutely gnarly. And Ghost Charmer, that is a crazy, like a corrupted version of the skins we've seen so far for the Black Cell. But again, as always, the focal point is going to be this skin. I mean, look at this. You've got the 3 shades of Ghost here. You've got his kind of modern day. You've got the OG Ghost on the right, well, the left of him, and then of course you've got kind of like I think it might be Modern Warfare 2 Ghost that we saw there. But even the twitchiness of the arms you can see in the back, it is just petrifying. Yeah, again, could be worth purchasing it. But that is, if you saw that chasing you, you'd be running for your life. Holy moly. But again, that is the Battle Pass. We have got an event as well. Never mind, that is just the Black Ops 6. I'm sure we'll probably have an event that will come out for the challenge that's coming up, obviously, the challenge sector within the next 14 days. Usually springs up, gives us a bit of a bonus XP, and anyway, there'll definitely be one. We already had that Smiler one where you could unlock a few decals, few of the camouflage as well, which was pretty dope this past week. But I'm very excited for the future of Warzone. Obviously, the final, or is it the final, potentially the final season before we say goodbye to Modern Warfare 3 and move over to Black Ops 6 with their Warzone in November, which I'm very, very excited to. But let me know what you think below. Give me, tell me what your favorite skins are. What skins are you going to be rocking? What executions are you going to be rocking? And if you get a chance to use a couple of these new weapons as well. Me personally, I think I'm going to be sticking with the Michael Myers skin and potentially be rocking this bunny skin up top here, the bunny scarecrow, because that is very, very scary. Anywho, let me know down below. Thank you guys for watching so much. Let me know if you'll be playing the Warzone Zombies mode that will be coming. I think it might already be out. I'll be sure to be making videos anyway, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you turn on those notifications, leave a like, and again, comment below what you think about this Battle Pass, and I'll catch you on the next one.